I got to ask the interesting question. Which show showed black children in a more upward mobility? Was it Different Strokes or was it The Cosby Show? Obviously now Bill Cosby's almost, how some people have tried to white him out. They didn't downplay him. I won't. I wasn't always like honky dory about the Cosby Show, but at the same time, I knew it was one of the greatest shows ever. It's just that I was more of a James Evans Senior Good Times dude. That was a pops that I could relate to. But I'm not taking up from Bill Cosby. I'm not gonna sit around there and get funky and act like he didn't have it going on because he did. His show was one of the most gangsterish shows ever. His impact on TV can't be disputed. So don't act like y'all didn't call him America's TV dad and y'all want all slurpy slurp. But when I talk about Theo Huxtable, Denise, and the sisters on Cosby Show compared to Arnold and Willis, black kids on major network TV in an upward mobility setting was a rare thing. Because you grew up watching Good Times. The Jeffersons had upward mobility with Lionel and Jenny, okay. But like Sanford Son was Lamont, even as adult son, you saw kind of project based. Oh, what kind of middle class with Raj and the boys on what's happening at the time. But Good Times was in the hood. The shows were kind of like working class, medium. But when we get to like Different Strokes in the Cosby Show, the black kids that are portrayed are more upward mobile. They're in a more upward middle class, higher tier. So, but before you get to the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but which show out of Different Strokes and the Cosby Show had the black kids portrayed in a more upward setting? And they hit you in different ways. Because Arnold and Willis were adopted by Mr. Drummond, and they came up to Park Avenue, and it was huge. So they had access to something that was, adoption. But the Cosby Show's parents were working class who had upward mobility as a doctor and a lawyer. Which one do I think hit? Well, if you in the dream world, if you're dreaming, it's actually what happened on Different Strokes. If you're going by the work ethic and everything that was presented, it's the Cosby Show. So there's really no wrong answer. There's no right answer. It depends on how it hits you. But I wanted to touch on this, which the shows that showcase black kids growing up from a perspective, because it never gets talked about, and somehow people act like um, that this is the norm. If you come along with Fresh Prince of Bel Air, that became like kind of almost seen. There was certain shows that kind of, but this was like really the golden era of what we call the black kids being in a growing up in an upward mobile setting that was unheard of because it was put in a light that was different. And so adopting and being put in a setting as opposed to growing up in it. But it was very compelling TV to watch that almost 40 years ago. Watching this 40 years ago hits differently when you think about it because um, it was an interesting contrast and an interesting styling. So I think that, it's something I wanted to touch upon. And it's a good question. When I go Different Strokes for the Cosby Show, Black Kids Upward Mobility, it's very intriguing about the process of the work profession and how everything kind of hit off with that. So it makes for interesting conversation. But tell me what you think. Which show do you think benefit black kids the most in terms of the surroundings? Now I can tell you that it being adapted and what happened with the Different Strokes was kind of like oh, but they both have interesting tangibles. But tell me what you think. Welcome thoughts and comments, and I'm looking forward to like the feedback. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shitter if you like, and hit that membership because when you request videos and things, I get forth back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay real, stay woke, stay free. And it's a great topic because it can go in different directions with this. I mean, it's a real interesting commentary to be had here. All right, till next time, I catch you. Peace the best. I'm out.